I just want to say this right now as the stream is starting. I fucking hate Wade Barrett week. Anyway,
How dare you?
welcome everybody. Welcome to the RWL's War, everybody. Glad we're starting off on a high note.
You started off on a very sour note. How
Shut,
dare you? This
shut
was a
up.
great week.
No, it wasn't. It was a shit. Anyway, so we got Aled, Liam, Raul, and Thomas. You
Hello.
guys can see all of us on the Wrestle Arc podcast Thursdays at 6:50. Well, not anymore. Shit. Fuck. I gotta change that graphic.
Mondays.
Monday.
Yeah, I gotta change that graphic. See, this is what happens when I don't plan shit out. Anyway, so
I didn't go live for nearly 2 hours yesterday for nothing.
yeah, that was an interesting pod yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, head over to Wrestler, check it out. So this week is the final week. It's the go home shows to the Royal Rumble. And boy, oh boy, was it a week full of what the fuck shit.
Mainly because of Wade Barrett.
Yeah,
Was it?
which don't worry because after today, he's no longer on the wheel. Thank God.
So we're not even doing the wheel this week, anyways.
I know, thank God. Anyway, so pretty much after we get through all the shows, I'll go through the pay-per-view card. It's gonna be interesting. Plus, of course, where WrestleMania is being held. Yes, yes, it's gonna be great. We have graphics made and
London.
everything.
Yeah.
Space.
Fucking A, Raul. Anyway, yeah, we'll go over that in a minute. But
Space.
anyway, here's the standings for week 7. I don't know why it says week 6. Yeah, you could tell I was in a hurry to make these because some
Never.
people.
Spoiler, basically everyone did their show last minute.
Everyone's been having terrible weeks.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, no, I'm not blaming anyone. It's just,
I blame the weather.
yeah.
I blame sleep.
I blame Peyton.
I blame Danhausen. He cursed us.
Yeah,
Yeah, radio.
sense.
Danhausen
Radio. You
cursed
should
us.
probably do something about that since he's on your roster.
I'll let my new GM get to it. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, you have a new GM.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
You have a new
as
logo.
you guys,
I just realized you have a new
I
logo.
know. I know.
we have a new what?
You have a new logo for NNW.
Yeah, I made a new logo the other day. Which, by the way, I do need to talk to you guys after. If you guys want custom logos, I need to know at the end of the stream. Because I can update your guys' logos and stuff. But anyway, found that out the other day. Anyway, so as you guys can see, Raw is number 1. TVW is number 2.
Somehow.
Yeah.
NNW and ECPW tied for number 3. MCW is number 4, even though they put on a great show this week. And number 5 is, of course,
But that's thy soul.
number 5 is, of course, the guy that will discuss a big fumble there.
Who's not here?
Fat man.
Nothing he's doing makes any sense.
Oh, just wait. It's going to get great when we explain it all, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to start, of course, we're going to go in order, starting with number 1, which is Raw, and holy shit, he wrote a show.
He wrote such a
hope-
good show. My
oh,
fingers are on fire scrolling.
Yeah, you never normally scroll on my show.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
no,
My
this
fingers
is-
are on fire. Not just because of exercise. I mean because it was an actually really good show. So my fingers are on fire. In more ways than one.
You don't need exercise when you have these shows, you know? Anyway, Monday Night Raw did not start with me this week. Crazy.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
It started with a brawl.
wait, what?
Even more than that.
Backstage, Braun Breaker and Drew McIntyre are fighting.
Wow.
Because remember, Braun Breaker cost Drew McIntyre his chance at the title match at the Rumble last week.
That son of a bitch.
And Drew McIntyre is fuming. They brawl all over the backstage area. You know, there's all kind of weapons being used. You never know what's back there. Security try and break them up, but they fail because security sucks.
Womp womp.
And then they end up in the parking lot.
They end up in the parking lot. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not the NXT parking lot, but it's still a parking lot. And then Braun Breaker decides to close Drew McIntyre's hand in the car door, which probably hurt.
Well, yeah.
From experience, it
And
does.
then Drew got taken to the hospital, and Braun Breaker got taken away by security. Somehow.
Oh geez.
So that's how the show started. And then the commentary team was like, we're now going to get back to normality here and kick off the show with a Women's World Heavyweight Championship match. Yeah.
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 Io Sky was defending her title against Mercedes Moné and Izzy Moreno. These two hate each other. And Io's just kind of there because she has a belt.
Yes.
So the match goes about 15 minutes, something like that. Towards the end of the match, Izzy has Mercedes in a Boston Crab submission hold as Io Sky comes in with a chair and she hits both of them. That's not nice.
Ouch.
Io gets a table set up, but after she sets it up, Mercedes takes her out and throws her outside the ring. Then she looks at Izzy and smirks as she puts the table on fire.
What?
Burning
Wait,
table shit. Burning table.
Come on.
I love a burning table.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
She picks up Izzy. She picks up Izzy and tries putting her through the table, but Izzy manages to get out of her grip and hits her with a springboard stunner for a 2 count. Izzy, well, that's supposed to say brings Mercedes to her feet. These two absolutely hate each other, as I said, and Izzy's about to prove it by putting Mercedes on the top turnbuckle. She gets up to the turnbuckle with her. The crowd are going crazy. And she goes up and she hits a superplex onto Mercedes through the burning table.
Oh my god.
I've killed Mercedes twice with a burning table now.
So you like Mercedes?
Yeah, but you know, if I pushed her and gave her the belt, everyone would be like, you know.
Yeah, Ro, I saw your. Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
Before she can get the pin, though, Io comes in, throws Izzy to the outside, hits over the moonsault onto Mercedes, gets a 3 count, and she retains her title.
What the fuck?
She stole the win.
I can't believe it.
Cheers, Io Sky, though.
Oh,
No, match 2. This is interesting. This is a Money in the Bank qualifier match. Bobby Roode makes his entrance with James Storm in his corner, followed by Bronson Reed. These two have a good match that goes about 20 minutes. Towards the end, Bronson is in the corner. And as Roode runs towards him, Bronson pulls the referee in front of him, and then Roode takes down the referee. We love a ref bump.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Bron-
everybody loves a ref bump.
Of course. Bronson gets a chair and is about to hit Roode with it, but James Storm stops him. And
Wait,
Storm
what?
and Bronson starts fighting. Bronson gets the better of Storm and then turns his focus back to Roode. They trade blows in the middle of the ring. And Storm comes back in, sets up the last call super kick to hit Bronson. But as Storm is about to hit the kick, Bronson moves out of the way and James Storm's last call super kick Bobby Roode.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh no.
Storm and Bronson look at each other as Storm leaves the ring. Bronson hits the tsunami and the referee manages to count to 3.
Was it on purpose? Did he do it on purpose?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him.
All right, Storm, did you do it on purpose?
After the match, Storm comes back into the ring and looks at Roode as Roode asks Storm for help. But Storm has a mic and says, "This was no mistake. Kicking you in the face is something I wanted to do for so long, and now I feel so good that I did it. You were holding me down, Bobby. Now I can focus on winning gold here on Raw, something I could never do with you in my corner. Beer money is over."
No.
No more
Storm
beer
picks up Bobby again and hit the last call super kick on him once more. Then he says, "Sorry about your damn luck," as he walks away to a sea of booze.
I
Damn.
can't believe what you just did.
And the roles are reversed this time.
Yeah, Storm's the heel.
Oh my god.
I wanted it to be different, and I kind of like Storm as a heel, so.
This man just killed beer money.
I killed my favorite tag team.
Oh,
What is
Beer
this?
money,
Anyway,
no more.
now we have the contract signing
oh boy.
for Cody Rhodes was John Cena, which radio hates me because I added the stipulation last minute.
Yeah, you mother.
Cody Rhodes makes his entrance, followed by Cena with Reigns. And in the ring, conducting this contract signing from TVW is Wade Barrett.
Yeah, Wade. Boo.
Wait.
Amazing. I love Wade.
He gets a massive pop. Anyway, Wade says this will be a nice, calm contract signing. He doesn't want any arguments. He just wants them to sign the contract and say what they want to say. You think he goes down like that? I don't.
No. A contract
does it
signing
ever go
professional
down?
wrestling where they just talk it and sign a bit of paper. Never.
Hey,
Nah,
Kurt and
mate.
Sting did it.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Cody gets the mic and says that at the Royal Rumble, he's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, and there's nothing Cena, Roman, or their stupid mastermind can do about it. Cena and Roman laugh as Cena says, "You really think you have the power to beat me with Roman on one side? I've got Gunther, I've got Okada lurking, I've got a mastermind anywhere at any time. You have no chance, Cody. You will walk into the Royal Rumble with nothing. You will walk out with nothing." Cody says, "You really think you scare me? All this shows to me is that you are a coward, Cena, because you need people to help you." Fair point. Cena isn't happy when Cody says that, and Cody carries on saying, "One of these guys you have helping you speared you." Remember that? Because Roman did spear him.
Ooh.
Roman is fuming when Cody mentions that Cena remembers all too well that Roman speared him and still doesn't fully trust him. Anyway, Roman gets on the mic and says, "I think we've heard enough." Who am I? I lost where I am. Damn it.
I think we've heard enough. Out of
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I think we've heard enough out of you, Cody. Sign the contract now or something bad happens to you. Wade Barrett gives Cody the contract, did you? As Cena signs it, he tells Wade to read the last line. Wade reads, "John Cena vs. Cody Rhodes will battle for the World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match."
Oh shit.
Ah, and this is why Radio hated me, because you already made the graphic.
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Anyway, Cody is fuming. Cena says, "I got what I wanted," and Cody, there's no chance you walk out of the Rumble with that title because you are nothing more than a puppet this brand uses to sell merch and get cheap pops.
Ooh.
We don't need
Yikes.
pops. We don't need merch sales because we are the greatest to ever do this. Cody has had enough and tries to fight both, but the power game is too much for him. And all of a sudden, Wade Barrett helps Cody Rhodes and attacks Roman as Cena and Cody fight on the outside.
Oh no.
Cody and
Oh,
Cena
yeah.
fight near the announce table. Roman sets up a spear and Wade on Wade, and as he goes for it, Wade counters and puts Roman through the table. As
Wow.
Cody puts Cena through the announce table. Cody returns to the ring, looks at the title, doesn't pick it up, looks at the title, points at it, gets a mic, and says, "I will win this at Royal Rumble, and I will save the brand from these two."
Oh shit.
Insane.
He didn't hold the title up, though, so, you know,
That
he
means
might have a chance.
that means he has a chance. I don't like this.
He's not Danhausen cursed.
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll get there.
Anyway, Roman has an IC title match, by the way. As this happens, Andrade makes his entrance because he will face Roman Reigns for the IC title right now. Roman just went through a table. Andrade takes full control of Roman being hurt from that table spot, but it doesn't matter what Andrade does. Roman keeps kicking out because, Super Roman. Roman starts to get more and more control on Andrade. Now he hits the Superman punch, gets a 2 count. Roman sets up for a spear. He hits a spear, goes into the pin. 1, 2. There's a kick out from Andrade. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Roman can't believe it. He gets a chair, but the referee gets the chair off him. And everyone forgot that Cena is still ringside after going through the announce table. So he hands Roman some brass knuckles and he hits a Superman punch with the brass knuckles, hides them, then he pins Andrade to retain the title.
Boom!
Boo, you cheating son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Everyone forgot Cena was there, pal. It's not like he's a big guy or anything,
Who the fuck allowed that?
Anyway, next we have another Money in the Bank qualifier, and I'm not going to lie, I cannot care less about this match, so I wrote like 3 lines.
Very good.
It was Josh Alexander versus Dolph Ziggler. So Josh Alexander made his entrance, followed by Dolph Ziggler. It went about 20 minutes, apparently. That's what I said. It probably didn't. And then it went back and forth. But the ending comes. Ziggler hit 3 zigzags on Josh Alexander and beat him. That's it. Anyway, now to more important stuff. The Usos are backstage before their match. And they say tonight they are not messing about, that it's time to lock in and get their titles back. So what they did was go to GMLed and got this match changed to a no disqualification match.
Oh, Jesus.
After what they did last week and tonight, they'll get rid of Aussie Open once and for all. Aussie Open is then is shown saying they accept the Usos stipulation, but they have a stipulation of their own. And that is, if the Usos fail to win the titles this time, that's it. No more chances. They can never fight for those Raw Tag Team titles again, as long as Aussie Open are the champions.
Ooh.
I need these belts back, man. The Usos make their entrance very serious, very focused, no yeeting. Next is Aussie Open, who come out with their swagger, thinking they're all cool on that, Anyway.
Because they are cool, damn it. They're Australian.
And they stole my title belts.
Yeah. That's why they're cool.
Anyway, this match goes about 20 minutes. Both teams use their angel weapons, but the end comes when Aussie Open have full control. And Fletcher has put Jimmy on a table, and he got a ladder. Oh no. He climbs up the ladder, and as he jumps off the ladder, Jimmy Uso moves out of the way. Kyle Fletcher goes crashing through the table.
Whoa.
Then both the Usos get more tables, because we love tables on the whole. And then they put both members of Aussie Open on the tables. And then they do a synchronized Uso splashes through the tables. The referee goes into the pin. 1, 2, 3. The Usos have finally got their tag titles back.
Yay. I mean,
Finally.
no.
I mean,
Now, obviously, because last week I had a tag team #1 contenders match. I forgot who won, but someone won. They all faced the Usos for the titles. Anyway, match number 6. Right, this is just before the main event. Dominic Mysterio, this is another qualifier, by the way. Dominic Mysterio makes his way out, and next out is Braun Breaker for the last Money in the Bank qualifier match. But as Braun Breaker is making his entrance, Drew McIntyre is back from the hospital, and he attacks Braun Breaker, and because of this, the match does not happen.
what the fuck?
So we cut to the GM's office because we can't have a show without me appearing.
Yeah, after you take a bunch of claymores, yeah, you would.
I didn't take it this week. We go to the GM's office, and I say Dominic Mysterio, obviously because of what happened, he is now in the match, the Money in the Bank match, and that next week, Braun Breaker and Drew McIntyre will face each other inside that ring. That's not going to go well, is it?
No.
Anyway, main event time. We have a Money in the Bank match. The winner gets the briefcase. Dolph Ziggler versus Bronson Reed versus Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh.
Very weird. Anyway, all three make the entrances. This is a very good match. We get some high-flying moves. We get some table spots, of course. Dolph Ziggler gets a chair and puts it around Dominic's neck, throat, whatever. But before he can attack him, Bronson gets back in the ring and takes out Dolph.
Ooh.
Bronson goes to the top rope, hits a tsunami on Dominic for a 2 count.
How did he not die?
Because he's Dominic Mysterio. He never dies.
Got abs made of
He has
steel,
like Morgan
apparently.
backstage waiting for him.
That's why he's got abs made of steel, because they do a lot of cardiovascular endurance, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And he's been hanging out with Finn for so long, you know. Anyway, Bronson gets a chair, and he keeps hitting Dom with it until Dolph comes back in, hits a super kick on him. The ending comes when Bronson has put Dolph through the announce table. Now, when he returns to the ring, he gets hit with a 619. Then, guess what happens?
What?
Say what?
What happened?
What?
Dominic puts him on a table.
Oh my.
So now he's really strong, apparently, too.
Oh, he just hit him with a 619. You can just lay him on the table, you know. He was on the table himself. And then he hits the frog splash through the table onto Bronson Reed to get a 3 count. And Dominic Mysterio is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Oh no.
He has money in
That's
he
it.
has money in the spank.
Oh Jesus.
That's the show, guys.
Dude. 5-star booking. I can't
Tables.
believe what you did to Beer Money.
I can.
Well, yeah, you wrote it.
Yeah, but
Let's
last
see
week
what
there
that-
was tension between them anyway.
But,
Last week there was tension.
but good news is you got your tag titles back finally from fucking Liam.
Yeah, and I never want them again.
Until
We did
we get
We
put
did
together
something.
in another co-branded show.
I might go even bigger and bolder. I might hold your fucking world title or Intercontinental title hostage.
Whoa. You have to beat Roman Reigns or John Cena and Cody Rhodes for that.
Exactly. It's hard.
And remember, they've got people on your show that's with them.
Good morning, show.
Yeah,
Good
true.
morning, everyone in the chat, by the way. Forgot to mention that.
CMW's in the chat. Des is in the chat. I wanted you to take another Claymore. See, I would, but I decided to go about the route of about having 60 tables on my show instead.
60.
I mean, there was a lot of tables.
All right, so Raul would be up next. He got number 2, but he's dropping off his brother right now, so he wants to go last for some reason. So I guess Liam, do you want to go or do you want me to go? Because we're tied here.
I'll go because, again, I write too much, so I'll try and I did actually try and make an effort to write shorter paragraphs this week. I don't know if anybody noticed, but
I saw.
not that it matters because it's still long as shit.
You put on a good show.
Anyway, so yeah. ECPW Episode 6. Don't be shy, girl. Go bonanza. Shake your championship like a belly dancer. That's the title of the episode. Anyway, first match is Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley, ECPW Women's Championship Final. They both make their entrances as you do. There's the whole racing towards the hard camera stuff. You know, there's a lot of tension before the bell as I gyrate my hips standing up.
What the fuck?
Anyway, the match one result. Lyra Valkyria defeats Rhea Ripley via pinfall to become the inaugural, meaning first ever, ECPW Women's Champion.
What?
So the match is an all-time classic, befitting of a world title match, with both women showcasing skills and the underdog coming out on top. Large portion of the match are dominated by Ripley. Power moves and hard strikes are plenty. Valkyria edges to account of several moves using her speed and manages to get the odd high-flying move off. Eventually, Valkyria gets the win with a Nightwing from the top rope And the count of three is met with thunderous cheers by the ECW faithful. After closing bell, Ripley and Valkyria show a moment of respect, shaking each other's hands and bowing to each other. The Australian raises her Irish counterpart's arm and gestures her hand outward while looking tired and dejected. Valkyria climbs the second turnbuckle. She holds a newly won ECPW Women's Championship aloft. Pyro atop the ramp goes off as the shot eventually fades to black.
Liam, you know you can take your time reading. You're good.
Okay.
I would say you're
You
sitting
just
there
like usually
speeding.
rush me.
I was gonna say.
Usually rush me, so you know.
I know. Just take your time. So you like.
Yeah, so in short, Lyra Valkyria and Rhea Ripley had a good match. Lyra Valkyria wins. Women's champion.
What's next?
Then I address some or announce who our Royal Rumble representatives are going to be. I make my entrance. I give props towards the new ECW Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria, as well as Rhea Ripley, all being as commiserations for a hard-fought effort. Saying that match will go down the ECPW history books. I continue by saying let's get down to the business, that being RWL Royal Rumble matches and who will be representing my brand in both the men's and women's iterations of the match. So the participants were drawn at random, aka the dreaded wheel spin. And the women's one was first, and I can reveal now that in our Women's Royal Rumble match, we have Sapphire Reed of the Cutthroat Collective, the runner-up in the ECPW Women's Championship final, Rhea Ripley. Danny Luna, Amira Blair, arguably the funniest woman on the planet in real life right now, I might add.
Mm-hmm.
And the debuting Dakota Kai.
Oh, shit.
So imagine she makes her debut, wins the Rumble, gets a world title match at the show of shows, and therefore that would make me Booker of the Year. Take notes, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Okay. Getting ahead of yourself.
And then the men's participants, who were also drawn at random, aka the dreaded wheel spin. Grado, number 1, has been miraculously cleared.
Oh, geez.
Tyler Bate, who was ruthlessly attacked by Nigel McGuinness on the last episode. So yeah, he's in the match, and I can reveal he will be okay in time for that. But whether or not Nigel McGuinness lets him even step foot in the match or even lets him win is another story entirely. Kota Ibushi, the Golden Star, Switchblade Jay White, who is in action later this episode, and Ricky Sosa. Bang, bang, Sosa, Sosa. And I conclude by saying I wish our participants good luck, and the Tonight Show will now continue as advertised. Or so we thought. I have one more thing to say, and that is Wade Barrett of TVW will be the enforcer for both the ECPW Championship semi-finals and the final, which gets a huge pop by my brand's fans.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which is basically me saying subtly to radio, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Then we had the second match, which is the ECPW Tag Team title match between Imperium's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser against close personal friends CPF, Danny Black and Joe Orlando. You know, there's, again, more entrances and introductions. The titles get raised towards the hard camera. And the result is Imperium defeats CPF via pinfall.
No.
Damn. Well, I was like, I can't let the baby faces have all the fun. Okay, so anyway, it's a clash of style in terms of both teams. The ones who are technical and aggressive come out on top over the more modern, high-flying, and fast-paced one. Imperium start a match on top, looking in rest holds aplenty, tagging frequently in and out, and delivering aggressive double-team moves, and occasionally either Kaiser or Vinci cheats with one or the other, who's not legal at various points, distracting the referee on the apron. CPF come roaring back in the middle period with double super kicks, countering a close line, and the Matrix cut up from Lando and a Matrix stunner from Black. Don't know why I put 2Ks. That could have been risky had I put one more. Followed by Stereo Suicide dice to the outside. CPF managed to maintain control, but their tag team offense as well as individual offense can bring about tiny falls. The finish sees all 4 men trading blows before spilling to the outside, where Vinci does his signature rope walk moonsault onto the two men.
Oh, dear.
But Vinci and Kaiser isolate Danny Black with Ninja tagging and Kaiser, and the two deliver the European uppercut powerbomb, Doomsday Device style, to get the free count. After the bell, Imperium, after celebrate, I can't write English apparently, the two attack the CPF members before they're pulled off by security. Black and Lando sit dejected in the middle of the ring and watch them be escorted up the ramp. They can be seen mouthing to each other and the crowd. We'll get them eventually. We know it, you know it. And they get applauded by the audience as they leave the ring.
You're gonna get them, motherfuckers.
So that doesn't tell you that I have plans to eventually have them go back to that point at some point, I mean, I'm not going to do it right away, but like long-term thinking and all that. Match 3, we had the Weekend Rockstar, Noam Dar versus the Young Gun Luke Jacobs in a Money in the Bank ladder match qualifier.
Oh my god, Noam Dar.
Noam Dar enters first.
The rising star.
Luke Jacobs enters with all the aura in the world. Black cowboy hat, black face balaclava, Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi's your entrance music. That is aura.
Yeah, hopefully Dar won, right?
No, Luke Jacobs won via pinfall, qualifying for Money in the Bank. So it's a clash of styles. The Dark Technician is Meester. Jacobs a technician in his own right, also a hard-hitting, powerful brute. The latter gets a huge win over the veteran of the game. The Young Gun starts out well over the Rockstar, smashing with a lariat after a lock-up exchange with a tight near fall. Dar makes a comeback, 2 running forearms, a corner drop kick, and the springboard makes a drop kick for a tight near fall of his own. The two exchange a set of strikes for a little while in the center of the ring before Jacobs nails a massive discus forearm and both men collapse, which is met by thunderous applause by ECW faithful who love the good scrap. The finish sees Dar making his way back in, and he goes to the top rope once for a diving crossbody, gets a 2 count, he rolls, and he goes up to the corner looking for the Nova roller. As he comes in, Jacob smashes his chest in midair with an overhand chop. The Young Gun then picks him up with a deadlift vertical suplex hold and drops him on his head with a screwdriver, getting the free count. Alan rather excitedly gets into the ring. I forgot to mention he's been accompanied by his tag team partner in the Young Guns, Ethan Allen. He rather excitedly gets in the ring, raising the arm of his tag team partner. As Jacobs will qualify for Money in the Bank, ladder match on the next show, the two stand over a fallen Dar shouting insults as they leave the ring.
Poor
the
Dar,
young,
man.
So let me get this straight.
young and fresh.
You decided to bury your best talent for Luke Jacobs.
Best talent. Yeah. Let's hold the phone on the best talent thing, okay?
Oh.
I love Noam Dar. He's great, but he's not the best on my show.
You motherfucker.
When there's like 6 or 7 different guys who are better than him on my show, possibly even 8 or 9.
When are you giving him the world title?
Moving on,
When
we
the
have
league-
Nigel
when the
McGuinness
league
explaining
ends.
why he attacked Tyler Bate. Moving on, we have Nigel McGuinness explaining why he attacked Tyler Bate following their match last week. So, cuts backstage. Nigel McGuinness can be seen wearing a suit, sitting down on a bench with his head hanging low. Takes a sharp inhale of breath, slowly raising his head towards the camera. McGuinness says he bets no one saw that coming, but says they should have. He continues and says everyone knows that Nigel McGuinness does what's best for Nigel McGuinness, and after one loss too many, he feels that he had to tap into that side of himself again. He states that the youngsters won't always be ready for the old guard to willingly relinquish their position, so that's why he attacked Tyler Bate last week. And says while he may have been the better man on the night, qualified for Money in the Bank, and made it into the Royal Rumble match by luck of the draw, and he may be one hell of a talent, Nigel McGuinness is still one of the greatest British wrestlers of all time. And he says he's not done with making Tyler Bates' life a misery. He finishes by saying that he's not only the one of the old guard who feels this way, but they're not ready to go to the lengths necessary that he is. But perhaps McGuinness has given them a much-needed wake-up call. McGuinness tips the bench over, walks out of shot as the screen faces the back, and heads to an ad break.
Ooh,
Ooh.
So
I
Nigel's
realised that
basically...
this McGuinness.
I realised there, right? Nigel McGuinness inhaled. He never exhaled, though.
yeah, he said it while holding his breath. That's how good he is.
The whole thing.
But let me tell you something, brother!
He's still holding his breath right now.
Tyler Bate's a piece of shit. Then we had Ricky Sosa versus Desire in the Money Bank ladder match qualifier, and because Ricky Sosa's in the Royal Rumble, I decided to give the win to Desire, so he's qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. A hard-hitting, fast-paced, and technical affair from start to finish. It's the Spaniards who come out on top on this occasion. They come out exchanging quick running strikes in the opening bell, and after a double clothesline in the center of the ring, there's a double down. The fans come up immediately with a round of applause. Yeah, for minute one, they just said, balls to the wall, let's go. Desire takes control in the middle period, locking several submission holds, each of which Sosa has to go to the ropes to force a break. The Spaniard pounces after the final break and delivers a deadlift German suplex, followed by a running European uppercut in the corner, and a diving second rope senton for a near fall. Sosa makes a comeback, 2 clothesline in the leg lariat for a tight near fall. He goes up top and nails Mr. Dropkick for a tight near fall. He goes up top again, but this time Desire catches him, rolls through and nails a Death Valley driver for a 3 count, meaning the Spaniard has qualified for the Money Back ladder match. The two exchange a moment of respect after the bell, with each wishing each other luck for the huge matches they will be a part of coming up very soon.
Oh.
So yeah, a lot of young people doing young people stuff.
Young people stuff.
Promo number 3, the second episode of Grado's Party Pala.
Oh, yes.
Oh, for fuck.
Yeah.
You won't like the guest, unfortunately. That's okay. Anyway, we're back in the Scottish pub, looking set with a bar and Scottish sports and cultural memorabilia throughout. Grado pops out from underneath the bar to a pop from the audience watching the arena. He gestures towards drinking a pint of beer, but he puts it back down without even taking a sip.
Oh.
So, he was kidding. He was going, and then no, because he realized he's at work. Anyway, Grado welcomes everyone to the second episode of Grado's Party Parlor and removes his arm from the sling, saying he's been cleared to compete, with a major injury now behind him.
What?
However, his head
cleared.
is still bandaged from having his head bounced off a bar last week, which he makes note of and points to.
Oh.
He says he's very grateful to have had his name drawn for the RWL Royal Rumble, and he looks forward to participating in it, but also says he plans on winning it despite the level of competition in the match. Fair enough, Grado. I admire the balls, the cojones, the cavalca. He says it's time to work on the special
It's
taking part
matters, right?
It's taking part in the counts, yeah. He says it's time to welcome on the special guest, that being Will Ospreay, who walks into shot smiling.
Oh, no.
He and Grado slaps hands and hug. Grado asks about the ongoing situation with Kyle Fletcher, referencing how he took out his protege Callum Lewin, how that's going to boil over in Money in the Bank. Ospreay states that it's been a tough few months, as Fletcher has always made sure that he hasn't been able to pick up important wins, and he's been messing with him and his friends, which has made it even more personal. He says he plans on concentrating on winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, but he can't promise that Fletcher won't be his sole target in the match. He knows that the Pro Star can't be the one to win the match, saying he'll continue to take shortcut after shortcut towards winning the ECPW Championship, which he says would be a shame. Grado thanks Ospreay for coming on and wishes him luck for the Money in the Bank. I don't know. I was meant to write something else, but I ran out of characters. I would have think I was going to say with Ospreay, obviously wishing him luck in the Rumble. He walks out shot, and that concludes Grado Party's Parlor episode 2. So he gets out unscathed this time.
Hey, don't worry.
He was a baby face.
Ospreay, don't worry. I put Fletcher to 2 tables.
Yeah, that's good enough payback for basically murdering Callum Newman. So yeah. Anyway, match number 5 is Kazuchika Okada, Konosuke Takeshita, ECW Championship Tournament semi-final. But before either of them make their entrance, Wade Barrett does.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's here.
Yay!
Because, of course, he's set to enforce this semi-final match. Takeshita comes out. Takeshita comes out, mask, black long coat. He removes the mask atop the ramp, and he swaggers his way down to the ring, oozing charisma. Charisma. Brother. And then he gets atop the second turnbuckle towards the hard camera, the Alpha gets down and goes through his final warm-ups as Barrett can be seen asking him to maintain professionalism throughout the match. And then Okada makes his way out there, and he gets down after doing his signature pose. Does all his posing and stuff. Gets down off the second turnbuckle. He gets down face to face with Takeshita. They're both separated by the referee and Barrett's arm, with Barrett once again having got in the ring to remind about keeping it clean and professional. Holy shit chants from the fans can be heard before the opening bell as Okada's music fades out. As they know, this could be a banger matchup.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, by the way, it says there, right? It says from minute 1. I thought that said 1 minute.
Yeah,
It's a 1
it was
minute
absolutely it was a 1 minute match and it was an absolute fucking barn burner.
They could
So
probably
it-
still
it
put on a
sucks.
banger in 1 minute.
I probably could. Yeah. Anyway, a banger from minute 1. The two biggest male Japanese talents, they have an all-time epic clash. The two start with a lock-up exchange, with Okada getting the upper hand on one, and Takeshita on the other. I don't know why I said the top. Then Trade strikes back. I think I meant to say the two, but sometimes you just press the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Then Trade strikes back and forth. The Alpha
Your
Rocky.
keyboard got cursed.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's because I've been watching too much Danhausen content.
Man.
The Alpha rocking the Rainmaker with a forearm, and then Okada with a dropkick for a tight near fall. The two go to the outside of the ring as Takeshita's clothesline sends them both tumbling over the top rope. Okada gets the upper hand with an eye poke and a sniff big boot, sending Takeshita over the guardrail. Then launches himself over it with a big run-up crossbody into Takeshita. So they're now in the front row. Anyway, they will get back in the ring. And then the Alpha works his way back in with a discus forearm, followed by a wheelbarrow German suplex and a corner splash for a tight near fall. Okada fires back with a dropkick, air raid crash, and a tombstone pile driver for a near fall. He then delivers the first Rainmaker for another near fall.
The first.
The finish sees Okada looking for control as Gunther tries to interfere on his behalf, but Wade Barrett steps in his way, and the two argue.
No.
With the referee distracted, Okada low blows Takeshita and gets a tight near fall. After a fast-paced, explosive, and heavy sequence of moves between the two, Takeshita manages to nail the Raging Fire for the 3 count, which means Takeshita is in the ECPW Championship final against Gunther.
Oh my god.
After the bell, Okada and Gunther jump Takeshita, but Wade Barrett delivers the ball hammer to Okada and forces Gunther to get out of the ring, who willingly steps back, but knows Takeshita will be going into the final damaged. The shot fades to black, and the show heads to an ad break.
Well, the Okada and Gunther causing issues in your show now.
Yeah. Then we have the 6th match, which is the ECPW Women's Transatlantic Championship Battle Royal. So return to the arena after the ad break. Participants are Jamie Hayter, Asuka, Danny Luna, Tekla, Sophia Reed, Harley Cameron, Ray Leverkusen, Nina Samuels, Nita Vaughn, and Riho. And the winner, and the first ever ECPW Women's Transatlantic Champion, is the Toxic Spider Tekla.
Yeah.
A fun-filled battle royal match with a lot of thrills and spills, aka people falling ass over tit over the top rope.
What?
The match starts with Rain, Leverkusen, and Danny Luna branching off into. I think I meant to write Jamie Hayter in there as well somehow, because those three in Cutthroat Collective have issues. With the respective members of Cutthroat Collective, each trading opportunities to eliminate one another, but each woman survives, and they get back into the ring. Harley Cameron is the first woman to go, being eliminated by the members of the Cutthroat Collective after a triple team move. Riho really comes to the fore on her debut, showcasing her aggressive style and powering each member in the match around the ring with exploder suplexes. However, she ultimately gets eliminated after a step-up knee strike from Sapphire Reed as he tries to hang on to the top rope on the apron. Asuka starts a hip attack train not long after, causing every woman in the match to feel the pain from the Empress of Tomorrow. She too gets eliminated and thrown over the top rope by Rain Leverkusen after receiving a kiss of death, not the Bianca Belair one. It's a tilt-a-whirl stunner, not a torture rack. See our facebuster. There's a mass elimination spot where Luna, Leverkusen, Reed, Samuels, and Vaughn all spill over the top rope after Luna comes flying in with a body splash, which sends them all tumbling to the floor. They brawl off up the ramp not long after. This leaves Riho, Hater, and Tekla left standing, with the latter eliminating the former, meaning Tekla eliminating Riho after making a pass out with a tarantula hold in the ropes. Hater and Tekla have a mini match for several minutes at the end, but it ends after an exchange on the apron. Hater goes for the Haterade with the Toxic Spider dodging and nailing a stomp following a gut kick. So, this makes Jerry Hater hit the floor. Tekla rolls back into the ring, roaring into the night sky. She's handed the ECPW Women's Transatlantic Championship, and the pyro goes off after she climbs the buckles and raises it high.
Yeah.
So, have
There you
two
go.
new women's champions on this show already. Then Tekla speaks after, so she gets a microphone after the pyro is done going off. And Tekla says that no bitch is going to take this from her now or ever. In a crazy way that she likes to speak, if you've ever seen her do promos on AEW TV. She says that she may be in a hard-fought battle, but she won the war. Tekla states again, no bitch is going to take this from her now or ever. She concludes by proclaiming, welcome to the Toxic Spider era. The shot fades to black as the show heads to an ad break. And now from the women's Transatlantic Championship to the men's one. Zack Sabre Jr. defends the title against Katsuyori Shibata and Jay White. Shibata enters first, followed by Jay White, and then Zack Sabre Jr., who does a bit of peacocking and posturing before, he hands the title to the referee and raises it up, all that bollocks. And Zack Sabre Jr. wins against Shibata and Jay White, pinning Shibata. The match is hard-hitting, technical and fully counter-based offensive moves, each of the three men getting their moment to shine. White starts out as the aggressor, incapacitating Shibata and then isolating the champion Sabre Jr., delivering several suplex variations, which bring about 1 count before delivering a sleeper slam for a near fall. Shibata shines in the middle period, delivering a series of roundhouse kicks to the chest, while both Sabre Jr. and Jay White are seated, knocking both out with a double-seated dropkick, getting near falls on both guys. Sabre Jr. is the key man in the third act, locking in several submission holds, sometimes on either White or Shibata, sometimes on both, twisting the limbs and joints any which way he can, before both manage to find ways to escape. The finish sees the three men standing in a triangle, exchanging forearms, chops, and stiff kicks to the chest, before Shibata knocks White out with a headbutt, which sends him rolling to the outside, and leaves him and Sabre Jr., who collide in the middle of the ring for a double down. Sabre Jr. finally gets the upper hand with a series of stiff punches to the neck, a penalty kick, and shoots Shibata off the rope, and delivers a kick to the chest. He picks him up and delivers a Zack Driver for the 3 count. So Zack Sabre Jr. is still the ECPW Transatlantic Champion. However, we're not done there, because after the bell, Sabre Jr. is celebrating the win, but Jay White recovers on the outside and attacks him from behind, raining down punch after punch and stomp after stomp. He then picks him up for the Blade Runner and smashes him with it, and can be heard saying as he points to Sabre Jr. that this is far from over between the two.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Jay White was not factored into the fall, so, And then in the main event, we have Gunther and Konosuke Takeshita. But before that, we get a promotional video for the RWL Royal Rumble. Go watch that on March 23rd, live right here on youtube.com on the BWN Radio Network channel. Check that out today.
Exactly.
We'll be there.
Done shilling. And then we return
the Humble
to the arena. Gunther enters first, but obviously Wade Barrett's already at ringside, ready to be the enforcer for this main event, having made his entrance while the promotional video was playing. So Gunther comes out first, followed by Takeshita. The championship gets raised towards the hard camera. The two are getting, going face to face. Barrett can be seen asking them to maintain their professionalism throughout the match. Barrett hands the championship from the podium to the referee. The referee holds it aloft towards the camera. And then he hands it back to Barrett, who places it back onto the podium. And then in the main event, Gunther defeats Takeshita via technical submission. Gunther becomes the first ever ECPW champion.
Bullshit.
Oh.
It's an absolute banger from beginning to end, but the finish is marred in controversy.
Oh.
The two start the match with a lockup with Gunther and Takeshita one-upping each other before Takeshita stuns Gunther with a forearm and German suplex, which surprises the ring general, who pulls himself up in the corner. The middle period sees Gunther in control, having down the Arthur with a chop and placing him in a Boston Crab. After a while in the hold, Takeshita manages to crawl to the ropes first, breaking the hold. The two then start going forearm for chop before Gunther rocks Takeshita with a big boot, but the Japanese star comes running back with a lariat off the ropes. The finish sees Gunther looking for the sleeper at every turn, but Takeshita breaks free and delivers a wheelbarrow suplex, followed by a discus forearm, which knocks Gunther down for a tight near fall. As Takeshita looks for the raging fire, Kazuchika Okada comes down the ramp, but he's cut off by Wade Barrett, and the two argue, which distracts the referee, so much like the semi-final earlier on, except
Oh no.
Okada's now helping Gunther instead of the other way around.
Okada.
On the other side of the ring, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser jump to Takeshita and deliver their tag finisher to the Alpha. Okada and Barrett come to blows again, but this time Okada delivers the Rainmaker to Barrett.
Yes.
So,
Let's
eye
go.
for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Gunther then locks the sleeper back in on Takeshita, who passes out, and the referee calls for the bell after 3 arm raises. The show goes off the air with Gunther, Imperium, and Okada standing over falling Takeshita, with pyro going off as Gunther raises the ECPW Championship above his head.
You want to know what? You get an automatic 5 now because I saw Wade Barrett get taken out.
Very good robot voice.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of me was kind of expecting Imperium to get involved in this somehow, but I'm scared with this little. I'm scared with this little fucking super group that you and fucking Aled here are building, and it's kind of scaring me.
Well,
Yeah.
Only a mastermind left.
Well, hold on. Speaking
1
of
second,
which,
I'm gonna leave and then come back. I'm getting audio issues.
Speaking of scary, Noble, are you alive? Are you here? Are you actually paying attention?
I'm back.
Pay attention, yes, but
You
pay attention,
haven't
yes.
said 2 words in like 20 minutes.
I said something and I just realized I muted my stupid ass mic on my headset.
No, great show.
But no, in other words, and so that means all my champions are finally sorted.
Watch you get it all. Watch you
Yeah.
get it all sorted,
Yeah.
and then the wheel lands on title strip.
It took me 4 fucking months, and if I get that, and the wheel lands on that, I'm gonna kill you.
So we're not doing the wheel this week. Fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're not pay-per-view week and all that. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. So, Liam, you pull off a great show as always.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I was thinking about giving you a 5, but I just want to get a 4.5. Honestly, I don't have any issues with the show. But as always, you pull off a great one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Liger beating Rio is not something I expected. I liked it.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought Rio.
Well, I had that plan from the very beginning because I was like, Lyra gets so much stiff shit in real life. I was just like, fuck it, I will make him my world champion. I've said several times on the Wrestle Arc podcast, Lyra Valkyria has all the tools to be a world champion. So
and she will be. Just she needs to get it quick.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Pull the trigger, Triple H. Jesus.
All right, I guess I'll do my show next. I wrote this immediately after the last show.
Yeah, I know.
I enjoyed that. I was like, yay, more content.
All right, so
there you are.
NNW number 6 on the cutting edge of royalty. That's the name of it. I don't know why.
So he does real titles. I do funny ones.
I don't do titles.
So NNW is live from Syracuse, New York at the JMA Wireless Dome as we head towards the RWL Royal Rumble. A lot of questions are in the air, including the debut of Edge costing Punk a chance to cash in his Money in the Bank last week. Edge comes out and he's hosting the cutting edge. Oh. Yes,
Ah, that's where the name comes from.
yeah, he's hosting the Cutting Edge. Yes. The
Oh,
fans,
you're there too.
yeah, the fans cheer. Uh, Pretty much, he says, I shocked the world by making sure that the poster child here, CM Punk, didn't cash in his money in the bank on Swerve. Punk, it's just business, but let's face it, even if you did cash in, there are a chance you would screw it up anyway.
There?
And yeah, pretty much. And he said you would have been broken. That says broke, but it should be broken by either one of those fools in the back. He says that my guest tonight has some questions to answer, and I will allow him the time. Please welcome NNW owner me. Hello. Yes, hi. Me. Yeah,
Hi.
come out. Yeah.
Hi. Who
Um.
keeps leaving and joining? I don't know if it's
So
his signal or not.
so I have a microphone in my hand, and of course I don't have a very good look on my face because I have a lot of announcements to make. So I said, Edge, I thank you for allowing me the time, and I will address the events of last week in a second. But first, I have a few announcements. First, I have received a medical report on my desk this morning, and I have some unfortunate news that Swerve unfortunately suffered a knee injury during his match last week
Oh, damn
and
it.
will be out for an undisclosed amount of time. Therefore, and of course I'm tapping the microphone, I said he has to surrender the NNW World Heavyweight Championship.
Boo.
I know. Edge goes, wow, didn't see that coming. I said, I know. This hurts NNW, and make no mistake, the minute Swerve is cleared to compete, he will get his shot at the title. I can promise you that.
Yay!
Now this leads me to my second announcement. I have seen, that's supposed to be seen, I have seen the chaos that NNW has had as of late, and I gotta tell you, I feel like I've lost control of the show a little bit. Stars are starting to get
Really?
hurt, random attacks.
You don't fucking say.
Shut up.
You lost control of the league. This commissioner sucks.
Sacked in the morning. You get sacked in the morning.
Replace him with me.
You wanna know what? I know I posted a
Hell no.
poll the other day, but you wanna know what? Fuck you. Wait until after Mania, motherfuckers. Anyway,
Okay.
random attacks and more
Hell no.
just are not helping the business. So I've decided that NNW needs to appoint a new general manager to help me out, and he is here in the building tonight.
Yay!
I love this.
Every time
I
it
did.
says fan cheer, I'm the fan.
All right, so Edge
I am
goes,
the
well,
fan.
don't leave us in
Yay.
suspense. We all want to know, who is it? I said, well, Edge, this man has
Who is
won
it?
numerous world titles in his career. He's been a figure in this
Really?
business for years. Hell, you can
Absolutely.
even say he's been an icon in this business.
Ah!
Wow! Oh,
Oh no!
I'm running up and down my hallway.
It
I'm
is-
running up and down my hallway. This is like shit.
Guys are assholes. It is my honor to welcome to NNW the one and only, the icon. It's Sting.
Dang!
And Sting comes out with
You
his
should
TNA
have
theme, his best theme.
You should have signed Tony. You should have signed Tony Schiavone just for that one line.
Take it away, Tony. Sting!
Sting walks down the ramp. He enters the ring. He gives me a hug, and then he shakes Edge's hand as he grabs a microphone.
Why would Sting give you a hug?
He's a
Because
nice
he
guy.
did. Wait, why? Listen over there, Wade Barrett fucker. I don't want to hear it from you. Shut up.
That's crazy.
Wade Barrett's amazing.
Anyway, Sting goes, I gotta tell you, it's great to be here in NNW tonight. The energy here is insane, and I'm happy to be a part of a great brand. Now, Brandon has caught me up to speed on everything going on here, and it seems that he needs some help making some very important decisions around here. Let's address the world title first. Even though Swerve is out of action, we still need a world champion, which is why at the next pay-per-view, the RWL presents the Elimination Chamber. We will crown a new NNW World Heavyweight Champion inside the chamber, and they will go on to defend the title at RWL WrestleMania.
Yay!
Yay.
Now to you, Edge.
Uh-oh.
I saw what happened last week, and everyone has given me their opinions on what I should do with CM Punk and his Money in the Bank briefcase. Then CM Punk's music cuts in. Punk
Oh,
comes
no.
down to the ring. He's pissed. Punk goes, Sting, no offense at this time, but right now, I want to get my hands on that jackass right behind you. So let me. Sting stands between him and Punk. Between Edge and Punk. I didn't put this. I should have put surprise, but I didn't. Punk, it's good that you're out here and that you brought this with you, because he's pointing to the briefcase. He goes, you see, I have spoken with the stars in the back, and I have spoken with Brandon, and a lot of... Alright, that's what... Jesus Christ, I can't type. And a lot of people think that you were handed the briefcase. Now, CM
Yes,
Punk...
he was.
Because he was.
I know... What the fuck did I type? I know... What the fuck? Wouldn't want anything...
English you type.
Now, the CM Punk that I know wouldn't want anything handed to him, and I'm not going to let this roster pick itself apart over this. So, me and Brandon have made a decision that at the RWL Royal Rumble, we are going to hang that briefcase right up high, and we're going to have a Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah.
It's going to be you, Edge, and 2 former Money in the Bank winners and 2 young stars here in NNW that have the right, and I want you to prove to me that you deserve to be the right man for the job and bring the briefcase down, pretty much is what I meant to type. I don't know what the fuck. Dude, I was in a hurry typing this shit. Holy fuck. Punk
Yeah,
nods
you
his head
type
and
it like
agrees.
straight away. Too.
I know.
That's why.
Edge goes,
Yeah,
Punk.
you did your show in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. I was ready for this show. Edge goes, Punk, at the RWL Royal Rumble, I'm going to show you why I made this match famous and show the world that you are nothing more than a one-shot wonder.
Damn.
Punk goes,
Yikes.
one-shot wonder. I won the damn thing twice, and one of them was cashing in on your ass.
Damn.
I am
Facts.
more than happy to prove to you why I'm the best in the world again, and who knows, I might send your ass back into retirement again.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Sting says, alright, enough out of you two. I'm going to make the announcement of the other 4 men right here, right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the people that are in the match.
Mr.
Motherfucker. Mr. Anderson, RVD, Buddy Matthews, and Darby Allin come out.
That's
Oh.
exciting.
Sting's excited to see him. Bye.
He's like, hey, I remember you.
It's like
Sting
pass
goes,
the weed.
I think it might be a good idea for all 6 of you to really get to know each other, and I'm thinking of a great main event. How's about Punk, you, Darby, and RVD take on the team of Edge, Matthews, and Anderson right here tonight?
Oh, 6-1 tag.
That's all,
Yay.
and that's all I have. Ta-ta for now.
For now.
I know.
Can I just say that means Sting also is a graduate of the Teddy Long University of General Management? You know, tag team match play. Holla holla.
Isn't that where everyone goes?
Yeah, especially if they like making tag matches.
Well, yeah, but none of them facing the Undertaker.
Yeah, but
Not yet.
tag team match
Not
player.
yet.
Holla holla.
Anyway, so after the commercial break, Sting and me go backstage and back into my office until we see a familiar face walk in the door, and it's Wesley Webb and Pete Dunne.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Wesley Webb. I don't care about Pete Dunne, but Wesley Webb, oh my god.
Wesley goes, Brandon and the
What have you done
Stinger.
to my dear
Wow, I
pizza?
can't believe my eyes. I never thought I would see this in a million years. Sting, pleasure to meet you. I'm Wesley Webb, former NNW star and now current manager to the new NNW Hardcore Champion Pete Dunne. Brandon, I gotta say, it doesn't shock me that you couldn't handle the pressure anymore. After all, last week we took a trip down memory lane and relived when I beat you for the NNW World Title. So we know you aren't good at high pressure situations anymore.
Yes, Wesley.
Wesley, it's good to see you again. And yes, last week was a good trip, especially when it showed you losing the title to me again at our biggest pay-per-view, LCS Homecoming, months late. He goes, Brandon, that's in the past. This is now.
Nice.
And
Just cut you off.
you're looking at the future of this company in Pete Dunne. He's the picture of
Oh.
what NW needs. Someone who doesn't take crap from anyone. Someone who doesn't need
Facts.
to hide behind a team or a stupid mask.
Oh, taking shots at Nero.
He is the man that will run through this roster to get what he wants, and what he wants, and what we both want, is for him to be in the NW World Title Elimination Chamber match. So Sting goes, mind if I cut in? Wesley, it's nice to meet you. And Pete, he has a point. You are a ruthless man, and a guy that can stack bodies if he needs to. So here's what I'm thinking. NW following the RWL Royal Rumble, Pete Dunne gets a shot to be in the chamber. How does that sound? Wesley goes, Stinger delivers again. Thank you, and Brandon, I'll be seeing you around. As Pete and Wesley leave, and me and Sting just kind of stare at each other like, oh, geez. Like, welcome to the madness, pretty much.
Yeah.
So the first match we
I love
have...
that.
Yeah. I gotta put a picture of him somewhere on the screen. Just leave him there.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right. So the first match we have is an NNW Tag Team Title match between Hank and Tank and Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, wow.
And the winners, Hank and Tank, become the new NNW Tag Champions, and Kenny Omega turns on
Oh my
Hangman.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Yeah. Hank and Tank took on Kenny and Hangman in a banger of a match as both teams gave it their all until the very end. At the finish, Kenny tagged in Hangman, and Hangman looked to go for the buckshot lariat until Hangman would botch the landing, and it looked like he hurt his knee. Jesus Christ, Hangman. As he grabbed it in pain, Hank and Tank would take advantage of it, first by knocking Kenny Omega off the ring apron, and then hit the assisted power slam on Hangman and get the pinfall victory, the 1-2-3. Hank and Tank would raise the titles. As they head up the ramp and celebrate, Kenny would come to help Hangman up, and as they were walking towards the rope, Kenny would kick Hangman below the belt from behind.
In the balls!
Yeah. And then hit a V-trigger and a one-winged angel onto a chair to Hangman. Kenny has officially snapped.
Ooh.
He was seen backstage like breaking shit. He's pissed.
Really?
Yeah. So then Thea Hale
Damn.
comes out.
Yeah! I mean, boo!
No, fuck you. She's great. Anyway. She comes out following her attack on AJ last week during the cage match between her and Statlander for the NNW Women's title. Hale says, last week I made a statement by taking out AJ Lee. As you see, AJ, I know you're at home resting up, and I want you to know why I did what I did. I agree with Statlander and Perez, what they said long ago. While you get to come back and get handed title shot after title shot, there are stars in the back that are waiting for their opportunity to get to hold the title. I deserve to be here in NNW, and I deserve to be a champion. So I spoke with Brandon and Sting backstage, and I am officially entering the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Yay!
And when I win it, you will see that Thea's time is here and now.
Yay!
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Now that's when John Cena's theme music kicks in. Well, that's copyright infringement there, brother.
Fuck you, seriously.
I'm kidding. It's fine.
Yeah, I bet it is. Anyway, so then we have
Yeah.
ourselves a fatal four-way match to see who the number one contender for the NNW Women's title is. This is between Paige, Lita, Mina Shirakawa, and Blue Sky. And get
Leah,
this.
friend of the channel.
Get this. Blue Sky gets the win. As she gets a
Blue Sky's
pinfall on
Skyboy.
Paige. Or Sky Blue,
Sky
yeah,
Boy,
whatever.
not Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
That's
Sky
right.
Blue,
That's
whatever.
right.
Fucking,
An entire social media app won a match.
yeah.
Blue Sky.
They got blue sky.
Anyway. So yeah. She wins. Okay. Pretty much, these four would pretty much put each other through hell as a mix of old and new styles of wrestling would be. There, Lita had a huge showing in this. The ending would see Paige and Lita duking it out in the ring and going back and forth, with neither one giving the other one the edge. Lita would get the upper hand as she would hit a twist of fate and as Paige in position for the lead assault, but Sky uses a kendo stick to take out Mina and then blast Lita from the top rope. Then would brutally attack Paige and hit her with the code blue for the win.
Hurrah!
Yeah, so she's the number one contender. Yes.
Yes.
So
To the
we're
women's title.
backstage. Me and Sting are walking. We're talking to some of the talent, and then all of a sudden, a ref comes up to us out of nowhere, and he's like, "Brandon, Sting, I'm glad I caught you guys. Trick Williams was just attacked backstage." We're like, "What?"
Now what?
So me and Sting, we run to find Trick has been knocked out, and pretty much the whole locker room is tore apart. We're like, "What the fuck?"
It's a mystery.
Yeah, Sting was like, "Is he okay?" The doctor says, "We will have to get him out of here," as they wheel Trick out of the room. Pretty much he was put on a stretcher and they wheeled him out. Sting goes, "What happened?" He goes, "We saw some guys run from the room after we heard a noise, but they were wearing masks and we didn't get a good look at them." I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me."
More masked people. They're all over this league.
I know, I've had enough of this shit.
Oh, fuck. There's a huge accident on this road.
Th-
Sorry.
anyway. So I was like, what are we gonna do? He was supposed to be up next. All of a sudden, that fucking Wesley comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Well, this is a tough pickle for you to find yourself in, isn't it, Brandon?" I was like, "Wesley, I swear to God, if you have something to do with this, or if Pete," he goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow your roll. We have nothing to do with this. We were just walking by
Yeah,
and we
Roll
saw
and
what
shut
happened
your
here."
I trust him. I trust Wesley.
Thing is, like, you want to know
Yeah.
what? Since Trick isn't going to be competing, and since you want to earn your shot at the NNW chamber, I'm gonna make your qualifying match right here tonight, and it's up next. Now go, cause it's
Oh.
showtime.
It's showtime.
Leslie's like, "Who's his opponent?" And I'm like, "You'll have to find out. Ta for now."
For now.
Ah,
After Pete and Wesley come out, they make their entrance. They wait to see who their opponent is, and it's Wade fucking
Charlotte.
Barrett.
Wade Barrett. Yeah.
Way Barrett, yay.
What a guy.
This
Great
match would
guy.
see two international stars going back and forth, putting on one hell of a show. But towards the end of the match, Barrett would look to have complete control and was looking to put this match away. Wesley Webb would distract the ref by attempting to slide the NNW Hardcore title into the ring. But Pete would take advantage of the distraction and would headbutt and daze Wade Barrett and hit him with the bitter end for the win.
Boo. Wade Barrett lost.
Boo. But go Pete. I'm happy he's getting stuff done.
I don't think Wesley Webb was involved.
It's a mystery.
I trust Wesley Webb.
I wonder if it's a certain TVW superstar that just competed.
Can you imagine if Wade Barrett won? He would have been in the TVW title chamber. That would have been weird.
No, he would have been in the NNW chamber.
Chamber, yeah. That
Yeah.
would have been weird.
I would have had every star
Yeah, but he's also
fucking destroying him in that fucking chamber.
he has taken an L before the TVW World Title match at the Rumble. So
He's losing momentum.
your match at the Royal Rumble is MJF versus Barrett, isn't it? So
Yes.
and that's a World Title match.
Yes.
So the main event would be CM Punk, RVD, and Darby Allin versus Edge, Anderson, and Buddy Matthews. This would end in a no contest as both sides get DQ'd, and Edge is standing tall at the end. The match would showcase all the Money in the Bank participants and their talents, as they would show a small preview of what could come at the RWL Royal Rumble. Both sides would collide towards the end with everyone in the ring, and the ref pretty much the ref couldn't break it up, so he ended up calling for the bell because neither side was paying attention to him, and trust me, no one was paying attention to the ref either. RVD was taken out by Matthews. Matthews was taken out by Allen. Allen was taken out by Anderson from behind. Anderson was hit with the go to sleep by Punk. And Punk was hit by a chair and a spear by Edge. Edge stands over Punk and raises his Money in the Bank briefcase as the show fades to black.
Oh, he held the briefcase. That means he ain't winning.
He's cursed.
I don't know. You have to wait.
But no,
I did the thing on my show where Cody pointed at the title. So I'm like, does he win? He could, you know.
yeah, it makes it less
Yeah.
bait for sure.
Wesley Webb is the star of your show. I don't care that you have CM Punk and Edge and Sting and all that. Wesley Webb is the star.
That's what the show's mainly focus on here.
I really liked
Well,
your
No,
show.
it's not. It's focusing around that fucking main event.
I really liked your show.
No,
because
it's Wesley Webb.
I really liked your show because there's a lot going on. You know, you had Sting be introduced as general manager, and that could help for you. You got Wesley Webb and Pete Dunne meddling in everybody's plans. You got Hangman and Kenny now in a feud, it would seem, going forward. You got Thea Hale being an exciting character. You got all the build up to the Money in the Bank going very well, so it's very nice.
And who attacked Chick?
And who attract Trick? That's a good mystery that will continue for
I
weeks.
wonder who attacked Trick.
I
It was
don't
me.
know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, let Thomas whoop
It's
that
me,
Trick.
Austin. It was me all along.
CMW said the Radio Cook.
Yes, he did.
How'd you write all
How
that?
do you
in 10
write all
minutes?
that in 10 minutes?
It's called you
He's
already
just
had
that
it
good.
typed up.
Yeah, go copy and paste.
I'm not gonna lie, I had that all typed up before. I was waiting to see what the
I might start
stipulation
doing that.
was.
Luckily,
I
it
might
landed
start
on
doing
Wade Barrett.
Yeah, and then whatever the stipulation was, I would have just changed the card revolving around the stipulation.
Also, CNW, I wrote all of this literally this morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raul, are you back yet, or what? Like, are you able to read
I'm
your...
2 minutes away from home.
All right, so Noble, I guess you're up next. You were number 4 this week, even though you put on a good show.
Yep. Yeah, even though I only have 1-4 on my rating, but that besides the point. So, so this show's coming from Southport, Maine, as we begin with Kofi Kingston and El Grande Americano, where I have Kofi defeating El Grande.
You motherfucker. What are you doing?
This is why you didn't get a 5 from Radio.
This is why you didn't get 5. You ruined it.
I mean, if I have El Grande, what you would say, like, oh, shocker, it's expected.
No.
No, if you would have had El Grande win, you would have had a 5.
Yeah, you would have had a 5.
Was this Kofi's first match in MCW?
I
It's
think
what?
so. I think so.
Kofi's
Anyway.
first match, because remember, he left CPW.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yep. Anyway, Kofi starts the match with some offense on Americano, and then some throws, and then I cannot fucking speak today because I did get
And
enough
then
sleep
some
last night.
bros.
Then throws Americano over the top rope. There we go. Then he jumps over the top rope and hits the suicide dive, but Americano caught him, throws him back, and then goes for the German suplex, pins Kingston 1, 2, and a kick out. Meanwhile, Americano begins to grab his ankle and goes for the ankle lock. Almost going to break it, but Kofi got him off and kicks him in the gut. Then super kicks him to the chin and goes for the boom drop. 1, 2, and a kick, very late kick out for Americano. And as he got up, as Americano gets up, and as Kofi was attempting to do the SOS, but Americano headbutts him, and then goes for the top, go to the top rope to do his loaded dive and headbutt. But however, Kingston kicks out of 1. Then kicks up on his feet, super kicks him again, then hits the SOS, followed by Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kingston defeats Americano.
Okay. You still would have
Match
gotten
two.
you still would have gotten a 5 if Kofi, lost. But uh anyway, continue.
I would. Yep, I would have, but yep. Anyway, match two.
Anyway,
Match two. Julia Hart against Willow Nightingale. And I have Julia Hart winning. Nightingale begins to overpower Julia as she hits some lariats and then a crossbody. And then, when she is finished, she lifts her up and throws her down with a spine buster. Pins Hart, but takes out a 1.5.
one and a
That's
half.
that's a new one.
Yeah. Nightingale puts Hart in the corner turnbuckle and tends to do the cannonball, but Hart wisely moved out of the way with her have a chance to strategize. As she makes a couple of uppercuts to stun her, she then goes for old school, and then the standing moonsault pins Willow 1, 2, and a kick out.
And a kick
With
out.
Willow trying to get up, Hart wastes no time and connects Heartless as Nightingale tries to get out, but not able to do so as she passes out.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
She won.
Julia Hart wins via submission versus Will Nightingale to prepare for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh my
Very
god.
nice.
And then match number 3. Battle between two TNA. Actually, no. Between the two stars of the show. Joe Hendry versus Mike Santana.
Yeah.
Say his name and he appears.
Boo.
As
I
these two
believe in Joe Hendry.
will be in the Royal Rumble. This one. Santana and Hendry begin to throw some punches, chops, and lariats at each other to start the match. After that, Santana hits the Insecurity, then a pub kick, and then a running senton pins Hendry 1, 2, and a leg kick out from Hendry.
Oof.
As both stars get up, Santana wastes no time as he can spin the block and a German suplex, but pins Hendry again. But what do you know? He kicked out a 1.
Someone drug test Joe
Super
Hendry
Hendry.
right now.
Super Hendry, eh?
Super Hendry.
Hendry gets up quickly as he hits a fallaway slam that is finisher, the standing ovation. 1, 2, 3. Hendry picks up the win.
Joe wins.
Joe Hendry.
Oh, as Booker T goes.
Yeah.
I can't do the Booker T voice.
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I mean, you could need someone to have a perfect Booker T voice at this point. Anyway.
Joe Hendry.
Wave your hand.
I believe it, Joe Hendry.
No, but you better have Booker T on commentary for Joe Hendry matches.
Yeah, problem though. I don't know who
Calm down.
has Booker.
I don't care. Just have him on commentary. I don't care who has him.
All right.
I don't think
All right.
anyone does, does it?
Nope.
What you did?
Anyway, next.
Okay. Anyway, then we got a face to face between Damian Priest and Triple H before their ECPW World Heavyweight Title match at the Royal Rumble. Priest and Triple H arrives to the ring and grabs mics as Triple H start talking first. Damian, I appreciate that you express how you feel after our first match encounter. But not gonna lie, it was screwed up on the result. Now that you decide that you want a rematch with me at the Royal Rumble, I don't know if you're smart or dumb. However, this Sunday, I will bring my A game and we'll make sure that this will be the most anticipated match that the MCW and the RWL's War crowd will ever see. But at the end, I will hit you with a spine buster and a pedigree. 1, 2, 3, and I will be your new MCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then the camera goes to Damian Priest. Thanks, Hunter, but I am not here for thanks and such. The reason I did what I did so that I could get a fair match without the screw-up bullshit happening at the co-op show at CPW at Philly.
Ooh.
But this Sunday, you won't see the version of Damian Priest that goes soft for anyone. You will see the Damian Priest that will unleash the fight and fight hard to defend this world title with pride and prosperity. This Sunday, the Archer Infinity will knock the senses out of you. And you will soon see why Damian Priest is the future of main championship wrestling and the future of all RWL's war.
Damn.
He pretty much says, fuck around and find out, Hunter.
Yeah.
Yep. That is. Yep. And then we got ourselves Jordan Grace versus Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella begins the match with some chops to Grace's chest, then hits a Hurricanrana, followed by a springboard dropkick, pins Grace 1, 2, and a kick out. Grace gets up while Bella hits a super kick to the face, but Grace grabs her foot and lifts her to a power bomb. Then she picks her up again and connects a spine buster, pins 1, 2, and a very late kick out.
Kick out.
And without hesitation, picks up Bella again, hits a spear, and followed by a Grace driver. 1, 2, 3. Grace beats Bella.
Wow.
Yay.
That's a huge win.
Yes, it is.
And last but not least, the main event. Obafemi against Batista for the MCW Kennebec Valley Championship in a Nigerian street fight.
Oh yeah, this.
Okay.
And no, this is not gonna be the freaking Falls Count Anywhere, or the Falls Count Anywhere, the whatever the bullshit happened in the past.
Yeah, both
The
of
full
they
con
are.
anywhere last man standing Extreme Rules street fight match.
Yeah,
Backstage
it's
brawl.
not gonna be like that. Yeah. Anyway.
Still occasionally for
Oh, that's
lockdown.
Both Obafemi and Batista enters through the squared circle as they wait for the special guest referee for this match, for the title match.
Who is it?
And the special guest referee is... Anybody know who it is?
A jackass?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett!
Oh, I was right.
Oh,
Yep. As Barrett starts the match, both Femi and Batista test their strength as Femi wasted no time throwing Batista the turnbuckle, charged him, and hits a lariat. Then he exits the ring as he pulls a Nigerian drum and as he enters the ring.
Nigerian drum.
Yep. As he entered the ring, Batista spears Femi. Pins as Barrett counts 1, 2, but a kick out by Femi.
Kick out.
Batista throws the drum over the ring and makes the MCW fans disappointed, and the rain of boos throw.
Ooh.
Pulls a steel chair and hits multiple shots to the back. And goes for the spear and a Batista bomb. Pins again. 1, 2, but Barrett stops the count and just stares at Batista.
What?
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 Oh no.
With the Animal and Barrett and Barrett stare face to face. Femi rolls a Nigerian-style shield, goes to the ring, and hits Batista with the shield. With Batista staggering, Femi holds the Nigerian drum, charged as the drum exploded through to the head of Batista.
Jesus.
And connects fall for grace. 1, 2, 3. Obafemi retains the Kennebec Valley Championship at his own game against Batista. But the end of the match is what's getting interesting. Barrett stares at Batista as he goes for the bullhammer to add insult to injury as he walks to the back with a smirk on his face.
Oh, I
Damn.
hope Batista fucking gets him at the pay-per-view. That's what I hope.
Wade Barrett's
Wow.
attacked a lot of people.
He's making a lot of enemies.
He put Roman
Basically saying to MJF, beware.
he put
So Peyton
Roman to a
isn't
table.
here. So of course I'm gonna speed run through his shit because he ain't here. So his show starts with a match between Ashley and Elena Black. In which he has Ashley defeating Elena to advance to the CPW Women's State Line Championship semifinals.
Okay.
He then has Jeff Hardy looking to defend his title since winning it last week. And
Open challenge.
yeah, and guess who fucking answers?
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett.
Hey,
Woo.
did he win it?
No, Jeff Hardy retains.
Oh,
So then he has Bailey come out.
oh God.
His women's champion. There's a reason that I'm underlining his women's champion.
The woman
Remember
that
that.
got a qualifying match, that lost a qualifying match, that got a title match, that won the title.
Remember that. His women's champion. So Peyton would come out, says that she's gonna, saying that she cheated to win the title. And that apparently Peyton made a pay-per-view or a special show, a special TV event. Even though I told him don't book anything yet because we don't know what's happening after the Rumble. But
Well, there's
fuck
no
it.
wheel. So if it's the show after the Rumble, it's fine.
No, there's a wheel with the first show after the Rumble.
Huh?
The Rumble
Yes,
has
what
no
was it
wheel.
last time?
The first show after the Rumble has a wheel. Because it's your normal show. We've done it before.
Yeah.
But we do so much things that change so much. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Well, anyway, Payne would have
Anyway,
this.
Bailey went ding dong.
Yeah, she went ding dong hello. Then
No,
Ellie.
she didn't say hello. She just went ding dong.
Yeah, what the fuck? So then he has a fatal four-way match where LA Knight defeats Kurt Angle, Carmelo Hayes, and Ricky Saints to earn a shot at the State Line Championship.
Just making Kurt Angle lose in his debut and stuff.
Apparently,
Makes
it was
him
LA
fall and
Knight's
everything.
debut too. Is what it says here.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters, but he then has a match where Jada Parker defeats Velvet Sky to advance in the tournament.
That's okay.
And so then he has the Black Arrow. This is his main event. The Black Arrow defeats MFT to become the number one contenders for the CPW Tag Team Championships at the Royal Rumble. So it's going to be the Black Arrow versus the Brothers of Destruction at the Royal Rumble. for the title. That's pretty much his show.
Once again, the show is done.
Yeah, but what he said in his breaking news thing about apparently he forgot to mention one thing, and as punishment for cheating to win the RWL Women's Championship, Bayley's forced to compete in the Women's Royal Rumble. How was that punishment?
So
You've just spoiled it.
yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So now we're gonna go to Raul's show because this is the last show here. I don't know why he keeps.
Let's do it. So,
Yeah.
as per usual, CW Adams Park and High Wycombe for the continuing their residency. I wonder who opens the show. Oh yes, it's the GM.
Oh, it's yourself.
Oh, great.
I basically said that we have a great week ahead of us. We've had new champions crowned. Unfortunately, a hated double champ as well. However, we've also had some shockers, and we'll be hearing from Adam Pacitti tonight as well. And Wade Barrett is back in action.
Boo.
After visiting the brands this week, he insisted on still competing in the main event tonight. So tonight we'll see Wade Barrett versus Ethan Page.
Bro, that guy's flown everywhere this week.
I know. But he's still insisting on competing in the main event.
And he's doing it
Bloody
on Raul's bill. Can't believe it.
Mm.
That's why I call work rate.
But to more pressing matters, I've been pestered by the commissioner to do something with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Really?
But what's interesting is that for TVW and for RWL, this match will take place after the Royal Rumble and will be an intergender ladder match.
Oh.
Now,
Really?
now, hold on a minute. I didn't pester you for shit. You fuck. Now I'm gonna pester you. Uh-oh. Is she having connection? Oh. Raul,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
connection. Gonna...
Yeah, sorry. Are you still able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay. What did I say? An intergender ladder match.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So in the men's Money in the Bank qualifier, both John Moxley and Kevin Owens got screwed out of their respective title matches. So we'll see both of them go 1-on-1 for their qualifier.
Yay.
And for the women's, Chelsea Green had a great showing in War Games and will be rewarded with a qualifying match. Her opponent, Royal Rumble participant Alex Windsor.
Oh.
Windsor!
So who's ready for some action?
I am, yeah.
Yes, please.
Simon Miller, get down and defend your television championship. Remember, you need to defend it 5 times to get a shot at the World Championship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Amazing.
So we see Simon Miller flanked by Martin Kirby and Adam Partyboy Pacitti taking on Chris Jericho in the TVW Television Championship match. Because if you remember, Chris Jericho won the #1 contendership match.
You're right. So hopefully Jericho wins, right?
I guess we'll see what happens, because as the bell rings, Jericho starts aggressively with an arm drag, a running drop kick, a sharp drop that echoes around the stadium. He follows up with a running bulldog and poses briefly as Miller rolls to the outside to regroup with his teammate. Pacitti and Kirby try to calm him down while jawing at Jericho, kind of shouting insults at him. All Jericho does is lean through the ropes and shouts, "You're the backup for this guy?" Back inside the ring, Simon Miller takes control from a distracted Jericho and slows things down with a shoulder tackle, a snap suplex, and a hard knee to the ribs. It seems that every time Jericho gets momentum, Pacitti and Kirby distract the referee, giving Simon Miller the openings. However, Jericho continues to rally and hits a springboard crossbody and enziguri and a running clothesline, and he goes for the cover, but Simon Miller kicks out at 2.5.
Correct.
As Jericho sets up for the code breaker, Miller catches him and drops him with a power bomb. Jericho kicks out at 2.9 as Kirby shouts at Miller, "Finish him," and Pacitti applauds sarcastically. Suddenly, Jericho fires back up and hits the code breaker. He goes for the cover, but Pacitti jumps onto the apron and yells at the referee. Jericho swings at Pachusi, but he jumps back off the apron as Kirby tries to slide the title belt into the ring, but the referee kicks it away. The distraction, however, gives Miller time to recover, and as Jericho goes for the lion salt, Miller rolls away and Jericho lands awkwardly. Miller lifts him up and hits the ups and downs for the 3 count as Simon Miller retains the television championship, and it's his first title defense.
4 more
Right.
to go.
You
No.
had Jericho lose?
So Simon Miller, yes,
This show sucks. No, I'm just
because of the numbers advantage.
Don't tell Jericho that.
Yeah, no, I'll probably just be on the list anyways.
I'm gonna tag him
Anyways,
on
the
Twitter.
numbers advantage. The numbers advantage. That's what I'm going to say. Now, Team Defiant speak out after the previous episode shock. So Kirby basically says that last week people were shocked that Kevin Owens lost, shocked that Simon Miller became champion, and tonight he just beat Chris Jericho. People are still surprised, but the biggest shock of them all was this man as he gestures to Agent Pacifi as he steps forward with the boos getting louder. Pacifi then says, "You know what?
Boo!
You know why I joined Team Defiant? Because for years I've watched this industry reward the wrong people. I reacted alongside idiots to entertain you people. I put myself through hell to please you people. And when I left that industry, I joined an industry to make sure respect is given to the right people." The crowd start booing and starts chanting for Kevin Owens. Pacifi then responds by saying, "These people you chant, people like Kevin Owens, people like Chris Jericho, big reputations, but not the hardest worker. This man is the best wrestler on TVW television," as Simon Miller steps forward. Miller then says, "You see this title represents the best wrestler in this company. Right now, that's me." Suddenly, Kevin Owens' music hits as the crowd erupts.
Yeah.
Oh,
He storms down the ramp, microphone already in hand, but he doesn't enter the ring immediately. He basically says, "Oh wow, Simon Miller thinks he's the best wrestler on TVW," and then says that Simon didn't beat him, he stole it. I know you've got your little internet sidekick backing you up, who, by the way, is not winning the Royal Rumble.
damn.
So here's the thing. You 3 think that the numbers game makes you untouchable? Good, because I brought backup too. It's not Wade Barrett.
Good.
It's the Young Bucks.
Oh,
Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson.
oh,
Party!
yeah.
The crowd erupts as Team Defiant looks stunned. Both Matt and Nick Jackson stand side by side beside Owens as they stare down Team Defiant as the show fades for adverts.
That's sick, man. The Young Bucks and Kevin Owens together again. Red.
Right, we move on to the first Money in the Bank qualifier, Chelsea Green versus Alex Windsor.
Windsor!
When's that?
Chelsea Green enters first and is already complaining to the referee and the commentary desk before the bell even rings, yelling, "I shouldn't have to qualify, I'm Chelsea Green."
Good point.
She's got a point.
And Alex Windsor enters like a strong reaction. She's focused and confident.
Right.
Okay, so as the bell rings, Windsor immediately shows her strength with a takedown from the collar and elbow tie-up, a shoulder tackle, and hard forearm strikes. Chelsea rolls to the ring to regroup, yelling at the referee, but when she gets back in, Windsor hits a running clothesline and a snap suplex for an early 2 count. Chelsea starts to get desperate and begins to bend the rules with a hair pull during a headlock, a cheap kick in the corner, and rope-assisted chokes. She finally hits a neckbreaker and slows the pace down, and she taunts Windsor, but Windsor fights back with an explosive suplex and a running drop kick for another near fall, and the crowd is rallying behind Windsor.
Windsor!
As Windsor sets up a finishing move, she lifts Chelsea, but she slips out and shoves Windsor into the referee. The referee stumbles but stays standing. Alex Windsor turns and gets raked into the gets an eye rake basically. She immediately follows up with an unpretty her for the 3 count, and Chelsea Green qualifies for the ladder match.
She's gonna win.
Who knows? Depends on which male superstar she's facing.
Male?
Yeah, intergender.
What? Yeah, intergender. I announced that at the beginning of the show.
Anyway, continue.
Anyways, moving on. We have Fatal Influence taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Blake Monroe of the new faction with Charlotte and Becky.
The new Four Horsemen of TVW. All right.
Anyway, so Fatal Influence enter first, furious after the previous episode's embarrassment, and Jane continues to talk to the camera, mentioning the division still belongs to them. Britt Baker and Blake Monroe enter together, and Baker confidently points to herself and mouths DMD. Now, Monroe begins against Henley, and as the bell rings, Monroe controls early with an arm drag, a drop kick, and a quick snapmare into a kick to the back. Henley tags out quickly to JC, who cheap shots Monroe with a forearm and begins taunting Britt on the apron. Fatal Influence isolate Monroe, hitting a double team move within the corner, with Henley hitting a running backbreaker, and JC following swiftly with a running knee for a near fall. Monroe fights back and hits a jawbreaker and an enziguri and lines up for a hot tag. And the hot tag connects as Baker explodes into the match and hits a sling blaze, a running forearm, and a fisherman neckbreaker for a 2 count. As Henley tries to interfere, Monroe uses her last bits of energy to tackle Henley to the outside of the ring. And as JC attempts a quick roll up, Britt kicks out immediately, and basically she immediately traps JC and locks in the lockjaw. JC tries to fight but collapses quickly and taps out as Britt Baker and Blake Monroe defeats Fatal Influence.
Yeah.
Hurrah.
Fatal
this
Influence
next
does
bit.
not catch a break. Right, here we go.
Oh my god, this next sequence.
Do we have everyone's attention now?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Understand.
this next promo is about James Ellsworth, as he has said that people have laughed at him. They say that he doesn't belong here. But look at this company. Champions are being crowned, factions are forming, masked men are running around, and somehow nobody thought to give James Ellsworth an opportunity as the crowd begin to boo and start chanting for Ellsworth. Ellsworth then follows up by saying that he's watched what happened earlier tonight. Simon Miller is walking around with the TVW Television Championship. And honestly, I think I can beat him. I'm taking matters into my own hands. So here's what we're going to do. I am issuing an open challenge, and the winner becomes the #1 contender to the TVW Television Championship.
Yeah. Do it.
So if there's anyone in the back that deserves a shot at Simon Miller, come find me in that ring, and I'll prove once again that any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, who's going to be answering the open challenge?
Who is it?
Who is it?
It's CMW.
Friend of the channel.
Oh my god.
It's CMW.
The Bengali bullet.
There is no reaction from the crowd,
He's
as
in
no
the
one has
chat.
any idea. There's no reaction from the crowd, as no one has any idea who this guy is. He enters the
neither
ring
do we.
and starts
We don't know who
pumping
he is
himself
either.
up.
Really?
Now, as the bell rings, CMW is unaware that the match has started. James Ellsworth hits the no chin music for the 3 count.
Oh!
What?
You squashed him!
James
One no chin
Ellsworth
music.
has defeated CMW in quick fashion with 1 no chin music.
Loud.
I just want to read that sentence again. As the bell rings, CMW is unaware that the match has started. No chin music from James Ellsworth. 1, 2, 3.
You're such a prick.
This guy wants to be a wrestler and he doesn't know when the match starts. Like, come on, bro.
Got to listen for the bell.
Post-match, James Ellsworth celebrates hard with massive cheers
Listen
from the
to this.
crowd. CMW sits up and looks confused, claiming he did not hear the bell. And all of a sudden, the GM appears on the ramp, microphone in hand, laughing.
Oh no.
Well, James, congrats on that dominant victory. CMW, I have a message for you. You gave all that talk and came all the way to get an opportunity. And that happened. So I have news for you. CMW, you are no longer a member of the TVW roster. Pack your stuff, get out.
Oh!
Jesus.
He got fired!
The crowd erupts and starts chanting, na 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 na.
Hey.
Goodbye. Over again to the unknown
Goodbye.
wrestler. He has been sacked and released from TVW.
And I think we have confirmation that he has been released.
Yes, and
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe he'll be back.
Commissioner Brandon, over to you because you have some
Right.
news.
I heard about the unfortunate circumstances of
Oh.
Mr. CMW. So CMW, at the RWL Royal Rumble, I'm gonna book you in a match, and you are going to try and earn
What?
an RWL contract.
With who?
You're gonna have to wait and see. Tune in, RWL Royal Rumble. Tune in.
Yeah.
So the guy loses to one note in music, gets fired, and still gets another chance. This
Yep.
is some Cody booking here, bro.
Yep.
Well,
This is some
it's
Cody
like,
shit right here.
well, it's like the guy he faced who beat him said, right? Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. Yeah, so
Yeah,
why
but
not?
it's like
Right?
Cody shit, bro. Man loses the Rumble, man loses the Chamber, man gets a title match, wins the title. Man loses a bloody match, gets fired, gets another chance.
In CMW's
Are you
defense,
sure
he
you're not
didn't
Triple
hit
H in
the elbow.
disguise?
Just,
Are
I'm
you
just trying
not
to play
Triple H in
devil's advocate.
disguise?
just trust
I'm
me.
trying to play
Tune
devil's
in.
advocate.
Trust me, it'll be a good one. All right.
I'm trying to play MJF's advocate, you know, because he's the devil. So
Okay. Right, moving on to match number 5. Right, it's
I'm just
Penta
gonna eat
versus
my pot
Xavier Woods.
noodles.
settle, miedo.
Yes.
Cool.
So Xavier Wood enters first to a positive reaction from the crowd, and Penta enters next as the stadium slightly darkens, showing the spinning pyro above his head.
Yes, I love it.
Spinning
5
pie.
stars.
He raises his
That's
hand
the only
and
thing I care
makes
about.
the Zero Miedo gesture as the crowd cheer loudly.
Yeah.
Spinning pyro is back.
Sorry, you
The
said.
bell rings and Wood starts early, hitting an arm drag and a drop kick, followed by a running forearm into the corner. He follows up with a rolling elbow and goes for an early cover, only for Penta to kick out at 1. Penta takes control and changes the pace completely. He catches Woods mid-springboard and slams him down hard. Penta begins targeting Woods' arms with an arm breaker and a rope-assisted stomp, as well as a hard chop that echoes around the stadium. Woods rallies and hits an enziguri, a running clothesline, and a top rope crossbody for a 2 count. However, as he charges for Lost in the Woods, Penta counters mid-move and hits the Mexican Destroyer, and Penta immediately lifts him up for the Penta driver for the 3 counts.
Hoorah.
So yeah, Penta has beaten Xavier Woods.
Splendid.
Okay, moving on to promo number 4, and this was my favorite promo to write.
Okay.
So, as the show heads back from adverts, the camera is in a quiet hallway where we see Bryan Danielson, Shinsuke Nakamura, Seth Rollins, and Jon Moxley all together, tense. Rollins is pacing. Moxley is leaning against a production crate, clearly getting focus for his match next. Danielson stands calm, and Nakamura watches silently. Rollins says, "This is ridiculous. For weeks now, we've had masked men show up, interfering in our matches. Somehow, MJF walked away with the championship. I don't believe in consequences. I don't believe in coincidences." As Moxley pushes himself off the crate and says, "It wasn't a coincidence. That was a setup. Somebody paid for it." That someone is Moxley.
Ooh.
Danielson steps forward and he says, "I don't care about conspiracies. I care about the championship. MJF has something that doesn't belong to him." Nakamura slowly smiles and says, "MJF, you are hiding, but champions cannot hide forever." Rollins steps closer to the camera and says, "So here's the message. MJF, Ethan Page, you two like playing games?" Moxley steps beside him and says, "Then come out and play." Danielson nods and says, "One way or another." Nakamura finishes off by saying, "We are coming for you," as the 4 men stand together as the show heads to black for adverts.
Sick.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's an
Can
elite
I do-
faction, by the way.
Can I do a little bit of breaking news?
Sure.
Sure.
Can you answer my
Actually,
DM
no.
quickly too?
I'm going to wait until after the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
So, move on to match number 6 with Kevin Owens taking on Jon Moxley. Obviously, we've heard from Jon Moxley, and Kevin Owens is still frustrated after confronting Team Defiant earlier, and he slaps the barricades on the way to the ring. He doesn't come out with Young Bucks, though. He just comes out on his own. Okay, so as the bell rings, Owens immediately charges at Moxley, hitting heavy forearm shots, a running clothesline, and a senton splash. Owens covers for an early 2 count and tries for an early pop-up powerbomb, but Moxley slips out and lands a stiff forearm. Moxley takes control and hits a snap German suplex, followed by a running knee strike and a release pile driver attempt, but Owens blocks that and fights back with a super kick, a DDT, and a cannonball into the corner. Owens covers again, but Moxley kicks out at 2 again. As Owens sets up for the stunner, he kicks Moxley in the gut, but Moxley shoves Owens into the ropes. Owens rebounds and Moxley attempts a paradigm shift, but Owens counters into a roll-up. Moxley kicks out at 2 as both men collapse. They stand and begin trading forearms in the center of the ring. Moxley starts to bleed from the mouth. No surprise. There's blood in a Jon Moxley match.
Moxley bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, shocker! Wow.
Yeah, that's not shocking, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, Moxley starts to bleed from the mouth as he's thrown into the ropes. Pop power bomb. 1, 2. Moxley kicks out. Owens can't believe it. He tries for another stunner, but Moxley spins him around. Paradigm shift. 1, 2. Owens kicks out. As both men stagger up. A second paradigm shift. 1, 2, 3. Jon Moxley defeats Kevin Owens and will face Chelsea Green in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I fear for Chelsea Green's safety.
Chelsea, don't show up. Don't show
Oh my
up.
god. It's Jon Moxley versus Chelsea Green
In the big 2026.
in a ladder match.
It'll probably be a banger, you know.
Probably would, yeah, but I also do fear for her safety.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Anyways, post-match, Moxley sits in the corner exhausted, breathing heavily. Owens slowly stands and stares at him, then nods as a sign of respect. Moxley stands and raises his fist to the crowd as the show heads for a final advert break as we move on to the main event.
What's that?
The main event is Wade Barrett versus Ethan Page.
Oh, for fuck.
Ooh.
Yes,
Hey, do you want Ethan to win?
I know.
Ego.
Ethan Page enters first, confident and smug, holding one half of the TVW Tag Team Championships over his shoulder, shouting, "This company belongs to us now." Wade Barrett enters next to a loud reaction. He marches straight to the ring, staring down Page the entire time. We love Wade Barrett.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Now,
We love
as
you,
the bell
Wade.
rings-
We do.
As the bell rings, Barrett immediately overwhelms Page with a big boot, heavy forearms, and a side slam. Page rolls out to regroup. Barrett follows him and he slams him against the barricade and throws him back into the ring and hits a running knee for a 2 count. However, Page takes control, slows things down with strategy. Hits a chop block to Barrett's knee, followed by a neck breaker and a running shoulder into the ring post. He follows up with a power slam for a near fall. Suddenly, MJF's music hit.
Oh, no.
The crowd erupts in boos as he walks onto the stage with the
Yes.
TVW World Championship, the TVW Tag Team Championship in tow. However, he doesn't run down. He simply stands on the stage, smirking. Barrett stares at him, but Page capitalizes and rolls Barrett up. 1, 2, Barrett kicks out.
God damn it.
Barrett ends up fighting back with a spine buster, a running clothesline, and a massive boot. He signals for the bullhammer elbow and changes his black elbow guard to red. Page ducks it and lands a super kick. He goes for Ego's edge, but Barrett escapes and lifts Page up. Wasteland. But he also collapses and can't cover Page. All of a sudden, stadium
Oh.
lights flicker
Oh, no.
Oh.
and 2 masked figures appear in different areas of the stadium.
Oh,
One
For
is
fuck's
standing
sake.
in the crowd.
these These guys have
One
been
of
on
their-
your show every week so far.
I blame
I know.
Sam.
One is standing in the crowd, and one is near the stage where MJF is standing. They remain silent as Barrett looks briefly towards them. Page tries to attack from behind again, but Barrett catches him. He throws Page into the ropes. Bullhammer elbow! Page collapses on top of him. Barrett pulls Page towards him. Bullhammer elbow again!
Yeah.
1, 2,
Another one.
3. Wade Barrett defeats Ethan Page.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
He's finally getting his momentum back after 2 losses on different shows.
Yeah.
Can't stand this.
Yeah. Anyways, post-match, Barrett stands tall, breathing heavily. The masked men slowly disappear into the crowd and backstage, whilst MJF remains on the stage, staring down Barrett whilst holding the TVW World Championship high. Barrett points directly at him as the crowd erupts, and the final shot we see standing in the ring, and MJF is on the stage with the championship, both staring each other down as the show fades to black.
Cinema.
And you rated it a 4.5.
Good.
Yeah.
As it should be. You still finished second. Shut up.
I know that's true.
Motherfucker. So
I
yes.
got some breaking news.
Oh.
So
He's
I've just been
typing
on the
out.
phone. It's already typed out.
Okay.
Been on the phone, right? And I can now officially confirm that the mastermind will be in the building for the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
He'll be there.
Shit.
The man behind the supergroup will be in the building.
Oh shit!
Damn.
So nobody's safe.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I had to call him, see if he was available.
It's you.
Yeah.
It's not me. Why would I call myself?
You'd be like, hey, what's up, lad? Not much, lad. What's up?
Right.
CMW said, is he going to be bullying? Hey, why are you ruining my tempo? Shut
I
up.
hear the voices in my head and they go.
All right, so for the
Do they?
official match card for the Rumble, it goes as follows: MJF versus Wade Barrett in a singles match for the TVW World Championship. In MCW, Damian Priest versus Triple H for the MCW World Heavyweight Championship. In NNW, it's going to be Punk, Edge, Anderson, RVD, Darby Allin, and Buddy Matthews in an NNW Money in the Bank ladder match. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. The Black
That's officially
Arrow.
locked in. No change in the stipulation.
Yep. The Black Arrow versus the Brothers of Destruction for the CPW Tag Team Championships. Tekla versus an unnamed opponent for the CPW Women's Transatlantic Championship. RWL contract match, which is CMW versus unnamed opponent.
I don't even know who this is.
And then, of course, we have the men's
know who this
and
is.
women's Royal Rumble participants. We have the list right here, so listen because I'm only going to say it once. All right, ready? Here we go. The men's Royal Rumble participants are as follows. And you guys can comment who you think is going to win in the comments below. Ready? Here we go. So for the men's, we have for NNW, Eddie Guerrero, Sami Zayn, Kenny Omega, Rey Mysterio, Christian Cage. From Raw, we have Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Dolph Ziggler, Matt Hardy, and Josh Alexander. For TVW, we have Bryan Danielson, Shinsuke Nakamura, Penta, Adam Pacitti, and Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson.
Fuck off. For CPW, we have Grado, Tyler Bate, Kota Ibushi, Jay White, and Ricky Sosa.
CPW. ECPW.
Yeah, that's what I said. ECPW. Didn't I?
You said CPW.
Oh, I fucked that up.
You
I
said it
heard
earlier
CPW.
when you said Tekla versus unnamed opponent.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. MCW, we have Mike Santana, Kofi Kingston, Joe Hendry, Powerhouse Hobbs, and El Grande Americano. And then CPW, we have Adam Cole, Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold, Bray Wyatt, and The Miz.
Adam Cole returns from suspension.
Yeah, he's about to be
In the Royal
suspended.
Rumble.
He's about to be suspended again because Peyton didn't bother telling me that he was working today.
Poor Adam Cole. Maybe I should take him away.
Baby.
Save him.
So for the
Save Adam
women's,
Cole.
for
Hashtag
the
save Adam
women's
Cole.
Royal Rumble, okay, I want you guys to listen to this one because trust me, one of these makes no goddamn sense. All right, here we go. So for NNW, we have AJ Lee, Paige, Mina Shirakawa, Thea Hale, and Lita. From Raw, we have Julia, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Tiffany, and Izzy. For TVW, we have Blake Monroe, Charlotte Flair, Fallon Henley, Alex Windors. I'm gonna butcher
Windsor.
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 Yeah,
Windsor!
I'm gonna butcher the names. I'm sorry. Britt Baker, DMD. ECPW, we have. I'm gonna butcher it. Sapphire Reed. Did I say it
That's the
right?
one. You did.
Rhea Ripley, Danny Luna, Mari Blair,
Amira Blair.
Amira Blair, okay, and Dakota Kai. Then we have from MCW, we have Julia Hart, Nikki Bella, Jordan Grace, Kalani Jordan, and Willow Nightingale. Now, pay attention to this one.
Oh God.
CPW, Kairi Sane, Sol Ruka, Velvet Sky, Elena Black. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the last one, CPW Women's Champion Bayley.
Oh my God.
To which I say, why?
Why?
Now,
So, not just for these people, right? Bailey lost the qualifying match, got a title match, won the title, and I was in the Rumble.
In the hell does that make any fucking sense?
Commissioner, I call for CPW's management to come under review.
well,
Commissioner, I believe GM Payton is not up for the job, and I think someone needs to take over.
this will all be
Is it-
evaluated after the Rumble.
CPW is the next WCW.
Let's just say I might need to take a trip to CPW after the Rumble.
Oh God.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Adam Cole, hide.
Okay.
Adam Cole, hide. Hide, Adam Cole, hide.
So be warned, GM Payton, you are being
Also, Payton's
evaluated.
breaking news it's a
Oh, yeah.
rubbish reason why.
Yeah, Payton's breaking news was this. His breaking news was GM Payton did forget to mention one thing. As punishment for cheating to win the CPW Women's Championship, he is forcing Bayley to compete in the Royal Rumble.
That doesn't make any
How is
sense.
that
So
a
if-
punishment?
Bailey
That
wins.
means-
If Bailey wins the Royal Rumble, what's he gonna do?
Just pick her opponent for fucking Mania, I guess.
all in the
But
pot.
she's the
That's what he's
champion.
making.
So she loses the title to somebody else. Does that mean she then just faces whoever beats her, basically? Like, again,
Probably.
both ways are fucking confusing and dumb.
Let's hope the wheel doesn't pick her to win.
Yeah, let's hope that will come through and doesn't say Bailey.
Hey, Radio, how will it work next
Watch
week?
it.
Okay.
I want it to say Bailey now because I want to see how Payne gets out of this mess.
Lesnar.
Oh,
was in
Payne
the
says
Rumble.
Lesnar was in the Rumble as champion. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
How-
he
but how's
was
it-
defending his title. Champions defend if they're in there. They defend their titles in there.
Technically, Charlotte Flair didn't when she was in the Rumble in 2022.
Yeah, and Brock didn't either in that one. He was just in the match.
Peyton,
No,
the
we don't.
problem
face Roman.
is you sent me your Royal Rumble participants early, and then you booked Bailey to just win a
He put
title
Bayley-
anyway.
He put Bailey in the
CMW says
Rumble
please
and
have
then
Bailey
gave
win.
her the title.
CMW says please have Bailey win.
Anyway, let's just say CPW will be evaluated after the Rumble. That's all I'm gonna say. So here's how this is gonna work. Everyone's gonna write their shows. I will put together the order. Obviously, the men's and women's rumble. Women's rumble will go first, then the men's. The location of WrestleMania, I said that I was going to give that away right now. So the location of WrestleMania this year is going to be WrestleMania London.
London.
Yeah.
London.
Yes! Get in!
Where in London?
WWE.
Where in London? Is it Wembley? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Is it the
It
Emirates?
has to be. It has,
Which
it
one?
has to be Wembley.
Yeah, it's Wembley.
Wembley
Okay.
Stadium!
Yeah,
Yeah.
about time.
I'm going. I'm going.
I will be there.
WWE,
I have no choice. I have to book matches
W-
there. That's why I'm there.
like WWE don't want to have to give a WrestleMania to London, but RWL's War, we
Yes, they
granted their
do.
wish.
So listen,
We give people what they want.
everyone has. So listen, because I'm going to say this now, because I already know I'm going to get asked, when are we streaming again? So let me say it now. The
Yeah,
24th.
by me. You're gonna get out by me.
I'm saying it now so you can pound it in your head. The 24th. You guys need to
Right.
get your one match done.
You on
One
the
match.
on the card it says 23rd.
Oh wait a minute, yeah, the 20. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, 23rd. Yeah, we're gonna do it 23rd. Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Monday.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
He's on the mountain.
You're not. All right. Well.
No, I've got my induction.
Wait, is that what it says on all the graphics? Does that mean I gotta change it again?
Yep.
If you want to do, if we want to do the 24th, we can, right?
You can still do it.
No.
You can.
Well, I'll change the graphics. It don't matter. I just
Oh.
gotta change one thing.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. We'll just say it's a graphical
Anyways, yes.
error. But yes, so that's it for that. Obviously, there's no wheel spin because it's a pay-per-view. Don't worry, the wheel is returning after the pay-per-view.
Yes.
That was creepy.
CMW
What
said
was that?
we need a lid. I mean, yeah, we do.
Let's see. Anything else? Anything? Make sure you guys check out the Wrestle Arc podcast Mondays, not Thursdays. I gotta change the graphic.
Yesterday, go watch the one that we had yesterday. Go, go, go.
Yeah, and how a certain someone in the chat left
Subscribe.
earlier, how angry
Yeah.
I am at him.
Make sure you like
Yeah,
and
because
subscribe.
that was a pussy move.
Subscribe to Radio's channel.
Is the Wade Barrett sector of the wheel gone? Yes.
Wade Barrett's now done with the wheel.
Raul got what he wanted. So
Ah,
it's over.
the most over person in RWL got what he wanted.
You're gonna hate what I'm gonna do to him next. Anyway, so yeah, so